Alphamediaroom, yeah, we back with another one. Yo, we got Katt exposing the whole entire comedian realm that was in the king of comedy, exposing everyone and telling the real truth because people are rewriting history, and there's a lot of sellouts and a lot of people that wore dresses for their entire career and made money off of him being in prison and him getting locked up for stuff he didn't do, and other people career excelled. People are rewriting history, and Katt Williams are reminding y'all that there's a group of these people who are coming together and working together for your destruction. Let's keep it going.
Turn down 50 million. Now,
Kevin Hart is trying to basically be like the captain of this like group thing. Like he's trying to take control of everything that was happening before and trying to stamp his face on it. But man, let's keep it going. This Katt Williams breaking the truth down. You know what I'm saying? I'm just reacting, but I'm really pausing it to make sure that that I give the proper reaction, but also to not just let the video play out.
happened at the same time that they gave DC Young Fly Hollywood Squares. Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same people open the gate.
Exactly. We keep seeing the same person be in the movie. It was one year that Kevin Hart, after he got in an accident, he was in the movies like the whole entire year. It was like 12, 13 movies, just every single movie. Movie. And it was like, bro, there's no other comedians, no other black actors. He's just taking every role. It started seeming very weird. You know what I'm saying? And they don't. It's just very interesting. His stand-up comedy got so boring and so garbage that I just started to be like, oh, he's not the real deal. Because Katt Williams, I never watched the Katt Williams, even right now, his recent stand up. I never watch. I'm like, oh well, I never hear nothing that make me feel like, oh, he's done and he's washed up or this wasn't funny. Like every Katt Williams thing I've ever watched is super intelligent, super smart, super funny. My echelon list is Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams, Bernie Mac, Eddie Griffin. Like these are who I like. Like I study comedians. I love comedians. I love their writing schemes and stuff like that. But I'm biased to my top three. Like my top three with Bernie Mac, Katt Williams, Dave Chappelle. Eddie Murphy's up there in the top five, top six, but he's not as intelligent and as cerebral as these people. Chris Rock is somewhere in there. He's like my 6 or 7 list. You know what I'm saying? But Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams, and Bernie Mac, to me, those are the best comedians, period. Top three, period. Everybody else is debatable where you want to put them on your list. But Kevin Hart isn't up there with those guys at all. They don't even sniff them stand-up comedy-wise, talent-wise, writing-wise, intelligence, cerebralness with your writing wise as well. That's why Katt Williams can speak like this. It's almost like hearing Pac speak. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like hearing like Biggie Small speak, or you talking about real talent, people who really made great product. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep it going. They're tied in that someone who helped them get along to where they had to get to in this industry. If you've noticed, there's always been one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, and in the one, there's always one that pushes the other onto the scene. Really, the Kevin Hart Tiffany Haddish metaphor was the perfect way to put it. That is the perfect way to explain that this person takes this person from a homeless situation or whatever Tiffany Haddish says you had going on, struggling person, and just exalts them and put them in front of everybody's face, show your allegiance and your alliance, and then they have to be a kiss up and all of this stuff. So Katt Williams really laid the line down, really exposed put the right temperature to 2024 with, to me, the best interview of 2024. He carried the interview. Like Shannon didn't even have to ask questions, or he didn't do a great job of journalism in terms of pulling as much out of Katt Williams as possible. He kept trying to get him drunker, but Katt Williams was very cerebral and very intelligent and just kept the conversation going and kept what he had to say going, because you could tell this was something that he had on his mind for a while.
And writing it, this is what these guys are mad about. Like,
right. So a lot of people are mad because they were trying to create the fraud. Well, a lot of people in his industry was mad because he's supposed to write the Friday after or Friday after the next. Like it's supposed to be another Friday, right? To create the series, to keep the series going, the sequence going. But a lot of stuff happened in between those years. We lost a key piece of the movie. Rest in peace. And I feel like a lot of stuff was out of place with even the relationships. A lot of these celebrities, you could tell They weren't. It wasn't the same. Even the sphere of the world wasn't the same. Nothing is the same. Like Drake said, let's keep.
We lost some great people before this movie
Right.
could come out, regardless.
Right.
And so, yes, there desperately needs to be one. But
nothing will ever top the classics. You know, nothing will ever, because the classics are the classics. And they were made such a raw, wasn't pushed, no agenda. It was just classic.
we miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't be quantified, if I'm being honest.
Facts. He was the funniest man alive. Every time I hear John Witherspoon, yo, it was like hearing the funniest human ever. Like, just everything he did was funny. Like, man,
Honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker.
Oh,
that's like how Aaron Rodgers said Jimmy Kimmel was Epstein. Like, I don't know what they saying. They saying some secret stuff because, you know, maybe they might not be tied to Epstein for real, but they might be tied to a group that is like Epstein like. And that's what they're trying to describe it as. It's like a group of these people. Because remember, we just read the Epstein list. If you watched on my channel, I've been reading the first part and the second part of hundreds of pages of the Epstein lawsuit and reading the actual files and the court orders. So we noticed in the reading it all, that there's a lot of assistants that help. There's lawyers that help. There's a police, the government helps. A bunch of people help because it's a group of these people that all work together. So what Katt Williams is saying is something that can get him put out. But he's very conscious and he's putting his life on the line for us to get the proper information, for us to wake up, because it's the age of information.
Not Smokey.
You see, Shannon Sharpe can't handle. Look at Shannon Sharpe. He has to look over to the side and look over to his producers and stuff, because he don't even know if he can even air this stuff, because he has to keep his relationships with people. So he's not saying anything, agreeing. He's being very objective, but also not even trying to pull out more of it, because he has to keep his relationships. The average journalist, who's probably not trying to, who likes to put the foot in the fire, who don't care about a whole bunch of, save this face. No, it's just for the sake of journalism. You have to get everything out of this man as possible that he has on his chest and his mind, because he clearly had a lot to say. But every time he says something powerful, Shannon Sharpe would do this, and then they would get a drink, and Katt Williams would be like, "Man, I didn't know this guy is going to react like this. Like, he just can't take this. Like, this is life for Katt Williams, man." You know what I'm saying? If you watch any of his stand-up, man, he says most of this stuff, but he says it's cerebral, and he say it like subliminally with some super funny stuff.
You had thought.
Katt Williams is a dog, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, he really talking this interview, and it's like whoever he's speaking to. Like, he's speaking to their soul. All right. So, like, I have a couple of these video, like the little clips, like that I wanted specifically to show, that I felt like was the little highlight points to show you guys all at once, you know. So that's why I'm kind of just scrolling through one by one, that I bookmarked myself, already posted up at the same time just now. So that's why I'm doing that. But I'm trying to just cruising through this because it was such a great interview that I couldn't just sit through the whole entire interview with you guys. I just wanted to kind of get the great main points of the interview that kind of is like, I know it's going to be newsworthy and viral worthy, but Katt Williams is really speaking the truth. Like, a lot of this interview, a lot of the parts that I didn't take, he was really speaking real great.
With a Michael Blackson, who's a real African doing a fake African accent. Okay,
I never understood why he would do that. Why he would be, he's a little African, but he would be like, nigga, this, who do this, or you gonna do this. Like, no, why are you doing that, bro? Like, you're literally Nigerian, right? I believe. Like, bro, like, why aren't you being yourself? You know what I'm saying? He has a kind of a played out. That's why he didn't last very well in stand up. He didn't do very well in stand up, and his specials don't be all over the place, because he doesn't bring anything more than that character. It's not conscious, cerebral, no great writing scheme. I mean, no hate or nothing. Like, I watch all comedians, like I said, but a lot of stuff Katt Williams say, I already agree with, because that's how I felt about certain comedians. Like, the comedians I like, he ain't talking bad about. He talking about the comedians that I also hold accountable to. Like, what type of comedians are y'all? Like, y'all kind of like the cupcake. Y'all don't really tell the truth. Bernie Mac tell the truth, but with jokes. Katt Williams tell the truth, but with jokes. Dave Chappelle tell the truth, but with jokes. That's how, to me, joking's supposed to be. That's what a jester is. It's supposed to be the truth, but joking. In a joking way, but like flip it. It can be an entendre, a metaphor. It's like rap. It's poetry. It's writing. It's one of the greatest. It's writing. That's what this all about. That's what this all boils down to, is writing. And I connect with Katt Williams.
Where the line is drawn is God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period.
A lot of people like to draw the line on the race stuff and all that stuff. We ride with our people, but there's people in our race that's also evil. Just like there's people in the white race that's evil, people in the Mexican race that's evil, people that's in the other races. All the races there's always a bad apple everywhere. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the mission of the Most High, what the Most High is exposing, what the Most High wants us to get done. And this is why I know Katt Williams is being possessed right now. In this interview, to me, he's being possessed by entities that is helping him get these out, get the truth out, the information out, getting the year started the right way. Everything he said, if you look at my channel, I've been agreeing with his rhetoric, the way he's thinking, the way he's going. Watch my Kanye West, the way I decoded Kanye West video. It's the same rhetoric. It's not just about race, because there's people in our race that has to be exposed, but we know who the enemy really is, right? We know what group the enemy really is, but it's a very deep topic.
And telling jokes. That's why he's
That's true. That's true. I first heard about Cedric Taylor when I was a kid. I seen one of his stuff, and his stuff was supposed to be those three things.
called the entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write.
He definitely exposed, but I also got Cedric the Entertainer responding to just that. Let's see what he said.
What's up, I want to address this Katt Williams thing one time, man. I saw people on there really commenting about that. Look, I have no idea what this brother is talking about. That joke is over 30 years old, close to 30-something years old. I did the Kings of Comedy in 1999. Probably had been doing that joke 6-7 years before that. I don't even know if Katt was doing comedy then. So, again, he's a talented brother. I have no idea what he's talking about. I've never seen Katt do a space shuttle joke. So, that may be.
But he's capping, because Katt Williams said that you changed the part of the spaceship from car joke that he had.
Something that he believes is true. I've written a lot of jokes. I've had a lot of comedians steal my jokes as well. So I understand if you feel, slighted by that, but that's my joke. That's my joke, dog. Driving space shuttle to the moon, cigarette, cutie pie rocking in the background, parallel parking the space shuttle. It's my joke.
Man, I don't know, man. For me, I'm siding with my boy Katt Williams. Because Katt Williams has kept it more real than a lot of these people in the industry. He's said a lot of this stuff before it was becoming a trend on the internet to expose R. Kelly. He was saying all of this stuff about the industry, about the house parties and Diddy. He was saying all of this stuff before it became a trend, man. He really put his life on the line, his voice on the line. He put everything on the line for us to get the truth. And to be honest, we got some of the greatest content in the world with just him doing that. Katt Williams is truly, they feel like they're talentless. So they don't want no talent to come up and take their spot, because they feel like they're scared of that. You know what I'm saying? So Katt Williams, man, I appreciate you dropping this knowledge, exposing the people you had to expose. I know this is supposed to be the preliminary. This is the beginning of it all. This is the basically he just set a chain reaction of a bunch of other people, and I know everybody's gonna react to it kind of like a robot and a sheep. Like, oh my God, he talked about this. Oh my God. No, he talked about the truth. The truth of the industry that is not just music industry. It is an entertainment industry, the world history, the world industry. There's a group industry, the politicians. Epstein had the politicians, the entertainers, the actor, everybody. He had everybody, the scientists, everybody was in his island. All right, this is not funny. This is real life, and the information has to come out. People have to wake up. Y'all cannot be sheep anymore. Y'all sheep for too long. Wake up. For real, this is not funny. He said this, and he said it with his heart passion, and he was possessed by the Most High, and he's guided by the Most High's ancestors, the Spirit God, Shay. This is the real truth, and we speaking the real truth. This been Alpha Media Room. Drop a like, comment, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's been your boy. Peace.